All right, so welcome back. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. We are back over here on Grand Cross. Got a bit of fun information here. It looks like we got more now information. Less leaks, but potentially, probably confirming what your next update will contain. I just know, again, this month is a bit weird, so I'll talk about what it looks like is going to be done here, and then we'll talk about the new leaks that have come out here. So, as always, new to the channel, like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. Let's jump into it, and let's talk about what's going on over here for 7DS Grand Cross. So, first things first, the one thing that I want to talk about is that, yes, it looks like, right, the one thing that hasn't happened yet is Varg's. Varg's is literally just sitting there in the files. He hasn't released yet. Obviously, you would have gotten him in part 2 if he was the free unit. It looks like we're going to be getting Varg's now in the step-up banner. This month can fit a step-up banner if they want to. In this case, it looks like Varg's might be the step-up banner for this dead week over here, and then we run into a major update afterwards. That could be the case that happens. Again, this month can fit a step banner. The step banner launches on the 18th, 19th if they want to do one, and then 25th, 26th, they launch the festival, right? And that would work because it pushes the date next month to perfectly land on the next festival on the actual day when it has to happen for the global festival, right? When it happens usually about the second week or final week of the month. So seems that's the case. That's the first thing. So Varg's looks to be the case here. But if you're wondering what is your next major update, what is your next major banner, more information has come out over here. Shout out to Lancelot as always for cooking, and he cooked up this over here. Nightmare voice lines got leaked. So the Nightmares are getting a storyline now, it seems like. Salos, Sobnok, and Citri are having new voice lines, and we learned that their leader is somebody called, I think it's pronounced like Nifty or something like that. Yeah, I don't know how to say it, but that is a new name over there. That is the leader in the back that we haven't already seen yet. I don't think they've shown her face just yet. We have seen all three, though. We've seen the green, the red, and then the blue. That, again, being Salos, Sobnok, and Citri. We think that the next banner is Salos, because that's the one that we actually have right now animations for, but it could be Citri instead. Who freaking knows? It looks like, again, they did have 3 brand new voice lines over here. One, again, I think for each character mentioning the leader and talking about that. So it looks like the reveal in this chapter will potentially be like, hey, we'll meet the Nightmare, and that being over there the leader, and whoever that may be, we'll find out and we'll learn new things. That's pretty much what it looks like. Whether or not that's hype for you, it looks like that's what they're doing, because remember, last year, this is what it looks like. Usually we get like the update here and there. Still, we haven't gotten a Ragnarok's update as well. That's also what has to happen. But if you were to take a look at where we're currently at, Varg's over here is what's potentially there. They also put it in as a step-up summon because they think the same thing. Varg's looks to be the unit there. And then summer unit has to happen. So we think, like, what are they going to do? Here you go, champ. Here's what they're probably going to do. Go over here to what it was last year. Last year was Percy into Wild into Chandler Step Up, which was, again, June. Mind you, June. We are currently in June as well. So just like Chandler, it'll be Varg's this time, and he'll be the step-up summon running into what? Last year was Sobnok. Yes, she was the character that was there. She was part of the seasonal festival draw. She was part of the summer celebrations. Depends on if they want to do a festival. Everyone here is complaining about festivals. I don't know if they're going to continue these festivals anymore. You've seen that, hell, whatever she wasn't a festival banner, but she functioned like a festival unit. She shook the meta up, if you were to say, became a busted unit, if you were to say. Again, for how long? A good amount of time. Yes, so Spring Hell, whatever it was not labeled or summoned as a festival character, but they treated the update like a festival update, which, again, their sales weren't really harmed that much. They still made about decent money is what they usually make. So I think that's a permanent thing they're going to do here. They could keep it at 600, or they could keep it at 900. I can't confirm. What I can say is, right now it looks like they're working on Nightmares, and that could be what's releasing here. It would make a lot of sense to release that in June. If it's not released in June, it can be released in July, because July is it's a guaranteed festival, but that case being the global anniversary, I think it should be like 5.5 or 6.5, whatever the hell we're on. It's 5.5, right? Yeah. I don't even know, dude. It's 1 year later, so 5.5. But that's, again, there. Last year they did Thor, so that's why we think, like, okay, they're working on Nightmares. I bet, like, when this update goes live, you'll find some, like, Ragnarok information, and then, boom, in Ragnarok over here, that's how they do things. But it seems that, again, we're confirmed to get a step up because they did it last year. That pushes this character to the 27th, then what happens is this is good because it gives you the full month until Thor. Thor has to happen around this date because they do it on the day of or around the day of when the anniversary actually went live. So with that knowledge, again, it seems that it's working that way. So whether it be Salos, it's probably going to be a summer update, so Summer Salos or Summer Citry. We know Salos is in the game already, so Summer Salos makes the most sense. They are currently working on something with transformations. I wonder who's getting the transformation, but over here transformation units were bugged. I made a video on this already, talked about it, but somebody is getting transformations. As of now, Citry is the one who seemingly has transformations, but remember, we have Salos' gameplay, we have her official ult and everything, so we know that she would be more so planned versus Citry, but anything can happen. They could go Citry first because they think it'll sell more, or because you care for that more, who knows. And then again, this was added in 521, so this has been slowly building up now, yeah? File name, disaster, open effect, new catastrophe update soon, and that was the effect over here, which was, again, this was on the 521, so a bit ago, this was there, but yeah, they've been working on Nightmares. That's where we're currently at. Doesn't look like they've been working on Ragnarok. That's another thing that currently hasn't happened. So again, curious on when we get our Ragnarok story and that update there. And again, you remember what they said. They never said that catastrophes had to be festivals. They said that they want Ragnaroks to be festivals. So I wonder, Hell was Ragnarok, but she wasn't a festival. But again, she was a rerun of her. You don't want to do like multiple Hells yet, yeah? So I think that next month would be Ragnarok, and they do it that way because it's what they wanted to do. They wanted to release all Ragnaroks as festivals, as a new Ragnarok. So let's say we get like Odin. Odin would be a festival. So that's what potentially could be the next 2 months here. Could be OC update galore. But again, remember, right after OC update galore is collaboration. So if it's good, I hope, right? They did say multiple new collabs, yeah? This year we had multiple, so far we've only gotten our one new collab. That was, again, after Tower God. So Tower God was the rerun. The new collaboration was Eminence. And then August has a new collaboration. Not going to say new, we don't know, but we think new collaboration. And then October. Yeah, October has the other collaboration. And then November, December is a festival confirmed. So kind of exciting, kind of not. We'll find out how good it is, but that's where we're currently at. It seems that a catastrophe, in this case, Nightmare, not even catastrophe, Nightmare update is planned. As again, that is called Nightmares. So looks like we'll see their leader, see how that goes. And we'll probably, during this update, when Salos fights, right, you'll get Salos, let's say, they'll probably also show Citry's animations. And then Citry is the next one planned. So that's probably how it's going to go. They've always been doing that. Like, for example, I think, because Loki is there, right? We've seen Loki's animations and everything there for Ragnarok whenever they want to do that. They also revealed the other animations. There's like 2 characters in Ragnarok that still haven't released yet, but they have their animations. So I wonder if they're releasing ever. I don't think that both of them are festival worthy. There's, again, 2 characters. I forget the names of the other one, but it's Loki and the other one. Is it Loki or is it Heimdall? It's Heimdall, not Loki. Heimdall and somebody else. And again, those are there, but we don't know if they're festival worthy. They clearly don't look festival worthy, so we'll see. But for now, get ready. Nightmare update up and coming. Whether or not you think that's a nightmare, it looks like it's probably, again, it looks like it's fully in the works here, as you can see. So do what you will with this information. Let me know. Are you excited or you don't give a damn? But at least Varg's is there if you care for that.